So typically I would wait to make a tarot video with the cards, but I always said I don't need them. I don't. So let's do one of these videos today. Let's just start with taking a deep breath. And if you're fully meant to be here, you'll just know, okay? You can always accept and reject accordingly. Please use your free will. This is only a message to guide whoever might need it today. So releasing a little bit of this pain that I'm feeling right now, or tapping into, or whatever you want to call it. It feels like a heaviness on my chest, heart space. As I was saying, that my throat chakra. So this area right here. I can also feel it down in my solar plexus. So solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra. I can feel like overwhelm, overstimulation, which is very similar, but again, terminology can really have a impact on your association and your emotions. Environmental wellness is very significant as well. I literally just looked up, like, why are we drawn to specific places? Like, for example, me in August, I'm always drawn back home to, like, the mountains, like nature, like that type of environment, like peaceful, hearing birds, around a lot of nature, big gardens, water, streams, swimming, like that's what I personally feel called to. So again, take this however it resonates, but I'm craving that right now. Like, I know for sure my physical vessel is craving that. So I'm gonna go soothe myself in the best way possible, where I can do that now, which would be the beach. But ask yourself, what are you feeling? And how can you adapt your environment to fulfill those needs? So it might just be snuggling up in a blanket. It might be getting some sun. Again, there's a lot of grounding techniques, and they're in the ebook if you're interested in looking at like a wide array of different things for you to try. Again, you will never need what I sell or even me, but I'm just here as a tool to guide you in those moments of uncertainty. Because that's really what it is. It's just you learning to trust yourself, your intuition, and knowing when something is intuitively calling you to take action on. So for example, if you are part of the community here, like, when do you want to listen to my videos and when do you not? When do you want to go inward on your own, right? When do you need to meditate? Versus when will it help you to let me guide you? And then you go meditate, or then you go whatever, right? Based on whatever I'm saying and what's resonating with you. I've been thinking a lot about sign language too. Like, I was learning sign language because I used to work with kids that were nonverbal, and I stopped, so I need to refresh my memory. But in one video I had done, like, this is sorry, I love you. So maybe somebody needs to hear that. You just need a hug, you need some love, some compassion. Again, navigating grief is very significant, and grief can come and go from different timelines, different identities, different people, different places, circumstances, roles, expectations. And it just comes in waves, right? And in the other video, this makes sense now, I was going like this. It just the waves coming and going, and that's how you throat chakra can look at emotions. It's like let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Just train yourself to come into the present moment. And being okay with stillness and not having to do something or to be somewhere or to be someone. Just like literally just being present here right now, connecting the mind to your body. When the mind and the body are disconnected, there's incoherence. And that's made manifest through different avenues and in multiple ways. But cognitive functioning, right, your prefrontal cortex is one of the main things that affects your everyday life, because it has, and that's third eye too. It has to do with making decisions, right? All your executive functioning is governed by this chakra and or this lobe of the brain, because it's the chakra, it's the brain, which is part of your physical vessel. That is not your mind. Your mind is activity. But when your mind is not rooted as one with your body, if you look at your mind and your body as separate, there's already that lack of coherence. And then on top of that, again, I'm not trying to overstimulate you, but I'm just trying to educate you. There's brain coherence, and then there's heart coherence. So there's so many different factors that must align for this coherence to be at its most powerful state. You can say it, right? Magnetic, amplified state of being. For you to just connect to this flow of divine energy flowing and pouring into you at all times. So if the energy comes in through your crown, but then your third eye is blocked, you don't know what to take action on. And that itself, the rest of the flow doesn't happen, right? It doesn't move down and back up and around in the vortex. However, there's different energy flows like this, and like this, and like this, and like this, 360 around you. That's your field, right? That's your electromagnetic field. That's your aura. And it's coming in waves. And it's coming out and pulling in energy. Simultaneously, all of this is happening. That's the law of attraction at its most simplest form. Yeah, not simple, whatever, however you see it. It's you being a magnetic charged frequency, emitting signal and receiving signal. And when you're emitting and receiving different signals, that's incoherence, and it feels like overwhelmment or any of the lower vibrational emotions. It disconnects you. Basically, that's called resistance. There are only two things for you to focus on, which is receiving or resistance. Receiving and being open allows you to tap into higher vibrational emotions like love, authenticity, power, empowerment, freedom. That's how it feels. The physiological state is calm, ease, aware, relaxed, open, and in connection to not just your electromagnetic field, but the universe and all that is, right? The subconscious energy, the all being, the God, the quantum, the angels, the ancestors, your loved ones, nature. Everything has consciousness. This sweater has consciousness. It has its own electromagnetic field. That's why it's important that our environment and its electromagnetic field aligns with our personal electromagnetic field. And sometimes when our personal electromagnetic field rises and it no longer is in harmony with our environment, you can feel the separation and the inharmony. So you can, based on everyone's intuition is different, you can do things to alter your environment, or you can alter your ability to remind yourself that it does not matter where you are as long as you can emanate and embody and think, feel, and act from this internal energy. That you have the power to calm and make your environment shift to match your frequency. But being still and being in alignment while this shift is happening, that's the learning process for a lot of us. Because we just want to run. We want to escape somewhere where we think we're going to feel how we really want to feel. And this includes sometimes people. And it's challenging when it's the people that are related to you, or your bloodline, or the people that you have chosen to love unconditionally. Because the harmony is, everything is constantly shifting. But your only key here, your only message right now is to be in control of your state of being. No matter where you go, no matter where you are, no matter what's happening. Through conscious awareness of the laws, that nothing is good, nothing is bad. It is what it is. It's good and it's bad until you compare it to something else. Yet everything carries a seed of good and bad in it. So what you decide to focus on, perception, is what you embody. Is what it feels like to you. Is what your physical brain looks for. Because remember, the brain is the electronic switching station, right? It's your nervous system. It's part of the nervous system. And the nervous system dictates the program. It dictates what you see or cannot see. Remember, your eyes, they're just organs. And they function based off these cones in your eyes, right? The rods. But what you see is not actually what you're seeing. It's what the brain has programmed you to see when light hits those rods, those cones. And again, some of you we're all different. Some of us can't perceive the same colors. Some of us can't perceive with these organs at all. Some of us don't have sight. But when you lose your sight, you have an innate ability to listen, to hear, to feel. When one of your senses and your physical vessel is not up to society's standard, then that energy is transmuted into other sights. So again, it could be your hearing. It could be just you being able to feel. Like, close your eyes. Feel your awareness, your space. Feel the energy around your neck. Feel the energy beneath your knees, right? In between your fingers, inside of your brain, between the brain and the cranium. There's space. There's space in there. Yet there's no space, because space and time are illusions. So without objects, there would be no space. But without space, there would be no ability to fill up that space with objects. I'm referencing a lot about the power of now, because these are just things that resonate with me. Because even Earth, right? It's inhabited in space. But what is space? There's nothing in space. Well, we'll stop there, because to each their own, and whatever you believe about space, and there's a lot of stuff. But this is meditating, by the way. I don't know who needed to hear that, but just closing your eyes and just accepting what comes and releasing it, not attaching to it, and finding your answers within. So intentionally, whatever it is that you're navigating, ask. But remember, the frequency of asking and receiving are different energies. So don't expect the answer to come through the energy of the asking. Ask, let it go, and let it come to you when you are in harmony with the frequency of receiving. Because when you ask from a place of lack, of like, I need, what is it? What do I do? How do I get the money? How do I, whatever it may be. And it has to do with matters of the heart, so it can be people, trusting, your partner, your life mission. Again, everything connects here, by the way. So whatever it is that you want to know, or that you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious, worry, despair, overwhelmment, insecurity, whatever it is you're feeling, whatever it is that's like feeling heavy, you can ask that you can ask for that clarity, and then give space to rise in frequency so that you receive the answer in that harmonious match. So if you want money to experience freedom, ask, what is the most freeing, possible, joyful way that I am going to be open, where I currently am right now, to receiving more of this financial abundance that society has now made money? Because remember, we didn't always have money. We used to trade goods for goods. We used to say, hey, I have tree oranges in my backyard. Can I give you some oranges? And I know you grow rice, grains, whatever fuck, right? You get it. Can I give you some oranges and you give me some rice? That's how people used to trade. There wasn't like, I need to buy this. Everything is grown in nature. Nature gives you everything for free. And then came the ego and decided, I want to tax this shit and make more money and whatever. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's infinite abundance flowing to you, and like, as you expand, everything else, again, you have the power to dictate energy around you. That will expand with you. Nations, the whole planet, everyone can live in abundance. And if you want to know why, very simple. We are energetic beings. We have a crown chakra, with a star chakra on top of that, and there's infinite dimensions anyways, but as above, so below. Energy, there's one energy fragmented into the consciousness of the rest of these energies you see around you. It's one energy, and it's infinite, meaning it doesn't stop. There's no lack, resources. It's all based off awareness. And if you're aware of this abundance and this infiniteness around and within and inside of you, and you can identify with that, then by law that's what's expressed in your life, and you will never lack ever again. Because all you can see is abundance. All you can feel and therefore receive is abundance. And it's not up to you how it happens. You just have to allow it. And when it shifts, allow it to shift. If you had a job and that job was amazing and it was so fulfilling, and then it stops fulfilling you, let it go. And if you're being called to start a business, start a business. If you're being called to become an investor, become an investor. And if you're being called to do nothing, take it as it resonates. It's not financial advice. Do nothing. And if someone feels called to give you something, they give it to you. And if that's how you're receiving your abundance, if you're not aware that that's how it's coming in, you can't access more of it. And I'm not saying sit down and just wait for people to give to you, because it's an energy exchange. But remember, by you tapping into your highest energy, you help the people around you, even if they're not aware of it. And this is fucking work, because you have to work on you. But be open to receiving in multiple ways. Not just financially, emotionally, socially, intellectually, but environmentally, physically, spiritually, intellectually. Right now, I'm pouring into you intellectually. I hope you understand that. And again, when I do this, I'm pointing inside towards the brain, but the brain is not your mind. The brain operates in alignment with what's happening in the mind, which is activity. There's conscious and subconscious energy. Consciousness dictates the right side of the brain, the intellect. Subconscious dictates the left side of the brain, the emotional. It's been a very long time, guys, but I believe it's a corpus callosum that connects both sides of the brain. And again, there's been multiple studies on what happens when this is cut short, and the ability of the brain to take on different aspects of functioning, right? Again, right side, emotions, creativity, again, subconscious energy. Left side, rational, thinking, logic, ego. Both yin-yang needed. Mastery, self-mastery. Learn to master all energy as one, because you are one. You are conscious and subconscious. Feminine, masculine. One energy. You are everything, yet nothing. So, whatever you got today, just take care of yourself. So